$26 into $26,000 in 2 months, and I only learned how to trade in 2 days. I think 2 might be my lucky number. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, so stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. All right, let's get into it. So a lot of you won't believe this, but I actually learned how to trade in only 2 days. So yes, it's possible. And I know a lot of you probably say, Kelly, how long will it take me? Well, it depends on you, but I'm going to tell you what I did to learn how to trade in exactly 2 days. And when I first traded, I turned $26 to $400 my first trade. $26 to $400 my first trade. Now, disclaimer, this is not to say that my learning stopped after those 2 days. My learning continues each and every single day. With every win I take, with every loss I take, I'm constantly going back testing, relearning. And I started joining groups to learn. I started watching a bunch of videos to learn. I was buying courses. But to just get started trading, it didn't take me that long. And I don't want you to overcomplicate it because it shouldn't be that complicated. You're not going to believe this, but just listen. We'll make it short. Let's go. Okay, my name is Kelly OG. Nice to meet you. If you don't know me, I make people money for a living, and it's the greatest job on this planet. I actually run a financial education company. I get to post really cool videos on YouTube that can basically help you for free. Back when 2020 happened, my friend was making $20,000 a month in the stock market. I talk about it way more in depth in this video right here that talks about my entire story. So yeah, he was making $20,000 like a day. And I was like, how is this possible? You're 19 years old. Because of that, I said, you know what? I am going to understand what this trading thing is. I tried doing drop shipping. I tried a social media marketing agency, and it just was not working. I decided I was going to figure out how to trade. In doing so, the only reason I really took it seriously is because my bank account went negative, like completely negative. I had $50 in my Robinhood account, and I said I can either take this $50, pay off this $23, maybe have like $27 in my account, or I can just figure out how to flip this money, because if I know somebody that was making $20K a day, what's stopping me from making $2 a day, $20 a day, $200 a day, $2,000 a day, or even $20,000 a day? Yeah, that was me. All I did that helped me really learn is first thing I did was I literally just watched a bunch of videos on the breakdown. I watched short breakdown videos, and then those were kind of all over the place. So I watched one very in-depth one. But one thing I learned is a lot of breakdown videos sound like dictionary definitions, make things super complex when they're not. And I didn't like that style of learning. So it was a lot more difficult for me, honestly, to start learning how to trade. I started looking at other people who already traded. This is like a weird hack. Okay, this is a secret hack. It taught me how to learn how to trade in 2 days. But I watched other people. So for example, I watched B has a video, started with, I don't know, $1,000, $10,000. He made $700 in a week. That's all I know. And my mind was blown. He literally walked you through how to get into a trade, enter a trade, and exit a trade. All I really did was say, okay, let me watch a breakdown video on how to enter a trade and how to exit a trade. Because that's really all I need to make money, right? And the rest of it is my analysis. So after watching videos of people doing it, then I started watching videos on people's stock analysis. So if somebody said, I like this company because of this, or I like this company because of this, it made me more inclined to want to like that company too. Maybe I liked it, maybe I didn't like it. I took down so much research and so much notes, and I would go through and I'd say, okay, well, I think they're going to go up because of this and this and this. And I learned a lot of fundamentals. I learned about the news and how the news can play into factors and what's upcoming in the news. I learned about buy the rumor, sell the news, because the news is never going to do what you want it to do. The rumor will. That's why you got to be the first to catch it. The company that I actually turned $26 into $400 with was called Solo. They were, I think, a 3-wheeled or 1-seater electric vehicle. And this is during the period where Biden had just been named the president-elect. And so everything energy was shooting up. And because everything energy was shooting up, Tesla was shooting up, XPEV was shooting up, NIO was shooting up. Solo was Solo. It hadn't shot up yet. And that's when I learned stocks can follow each other. So I said, okay, this is EV. Biden's pushing for a more energy efficient environment. By 2035, California wants to have all electric vehicles. Biden's supporting this. Like, you know, this is going to pop one day or another. So it was actually my first trade. It cost me $26. And when I woke up the next day, it was up 2,000%. And I said, oh my gosh. All I did to learn that was study what was working in the current economy already and look at how people got it. And later, as time went on, all I really did was watch charting videos of people charting, and that's how I learned how to chart. I didn't do the whole breakdown, the step by step. It works for some people, but taking notes on charting, you really just have to practice it to get good at it. So I would watch people do it, go through as I'm watching their video, open it up on my device and try to do it with them. Yeah, in short, that is exactly how I learned to trade in 2 days, or at least made a 2,000% return off my first trade, because I just watched how somebody got in, applied the information and knowledge. It was already readily available on the internet for free. I used my own analysis to then allow me to get into that play. And that's how I actually was making a lot of money moving forward. Turned $26 into $26,000 in 2 months, literally only just doing that before I ever knew how to chart. So that is it. If you want to join my trading group and take the exact trades I take, coached by a ton of admins that know their stuff, stuff. I'm talking institutional retail, really become a cold trader, an independent trader that's not too dependent on other people. You might want to check the link in the description or just go to this website right here. We would love to have you and change your life. Okay, we're good. Now, before I end this, I got to end with a prayer. You know I got to. God, I just ask that as this new year has started, that each and every single person that is watching this, even if it's June, even if it's August, even if it's September, God, I just ask that you allow their lives to flourish. You allow them to flourish. You allow them to prosper. You allow anything they put their mind to come to pass. And God, I know that you will be there for them, guiding their footsteps each and every step of the way. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And good night.
Well, wow, I'm astounded. I mean, it's one of the best sales pitches I've seen. It's a brilliant sales pitch using the traditional techniques that people use in finance, in property, when they're selling stuff. So what she's doing is she's talking about the fact that she had no money from the beginning. So she's appealing to people who don't have any money, start off with, saying that you can have money and you can do this. And you can turn 26 bucks into 26,000 in 2 months. So that's going to appeal to people. So then what the implication is with that, someone is going to say, well, I haven't got much money. She said, I got educated and I did this, this and this. So she's subtly weaving in the fact that you're going to need to get educated and buy some courses, because obviously she has courses to sell. So, but with the background of saying $26,000, you could make $26,000 as well. So, people will then think, well, if the course is only however much the course is, well, if I'm going to make maybe 26,000 or 20,000 a day like her friend, well, 20,000 bucks a day. What's that? 440,000 on average per month. Times that by, you're talking 6 million a year. I don't think so. And I'd take a wager on that person's lying as well. So, sorry about this, but it's a great, brilliant sales pitch, but it's not all the market doesn't work like that as far as people making money like that. You've got to have money in order to make that sort of money. And so what they're doing is implying that with virtually no money, you can do it, providing you buy a course.